So, weekly manga.
What do we have to talk about?
UQ Holder, Jitsu, Shokugeki, and My Hero Academia.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's our normal amount.
I know, but it feels like a lot for some reason. These things happen from time to time.
Okay, let's start with
UQ Holder. Yeah.
Dude, so we were about 12 chapters off?
Yeah, our prediction was we would see a gathering of...
characters at chapter 100.
Yes, and we were 12 chapters off as...
At chapter 12...
is where
the large gathering of characters
from Negima
There's somebody who was like, wow, this is super rushed, and I was like, no, it isn't.
Dude, I was expecting this to happen a long time ago.
Not only is it not rushed, but A, they did a huge plot dump. B, all these characters were all introduced beforehand except for Zazie.
Zazie just shows up. I was like, oh, I forgot about you, Zazie.
No, remember we had a conversation.
I mean, I know we, recognize Zazie, but when characters were showing up, I'm like, okay, we have class rep.
Class rep. Chachamaru, because those two would be the live ones.
We have what's-her-face that we already met already, Mana. And I was like, okay.
Saya was the big surprise.
And Saya was there, and I was like, okay, I expected that.
Because she's a ghost, and
she's at the school, it would make sense. Yeah. And then Zazie shows up, I'm like, fuck, Zazie, I forgot about you.
She has more lines than she ever had in Negima.
I know.
Total. In one chapter.
Really?
Yeah, somebody actually did the math. Like, she has more lines in UQ Holder than she does in Negima.
That's pretty hilarious.
That it was an issue with the whole publisher thing at the end. But, huge plot drop of stuff that we technically already knew, but it's more verified now. Where basically, Major Beginning basically takes over people's bodies after they defeat them, and
then slowly but surely,
takes control over the body.
Yeah, it doesn't start right away. That's
why.
Bit of time.
That's why a lot of people were saying where Nagi, when he beat the Major Beginnings, he was still able to have a kid, able to do all this stuff, rebuild the world. And then when Negi came, and then his last moment before he fully got taken over was when he gave Negi the staff.
Yeah.
And then with Negi, he was able to do a lot of those things. He was No, he didn't even have he didn't really have a lot of time.
Negi?
Because he immediately after he beat the Major Beginnings, he disappeared.
No, he was fighting for a while.
Oh yeah, he's still fighting.
Somebody fought with him at one point. Who had memories of fighting with him?
No, that was 20 years ago when they fought the Major Beginnings.
Oh. Mm-hmm. I guess he didn't have a lot of time.
Yeah. Well, no, what I think it is that he's just been doing stuff in the background.
Okay.
And slowly, because remember, they're talking about how Negi is still fighting.
Yeah.
Fighting the Major Beginnings.
Yeah.
But, oh, man.
Oh, yeah, he was sighted recently, so that's...
Yeah, and you could tell... And remember, Toda goes, there's a lot of pain on his face, and he's like, that's because he's fighting the Major Beginnings within himself.
Yeah.
Because she's trying to take over. Oh, man.
Yeah, and chapter ended on two girls.
Konoka and Setsuna's kids.
Supposed children.
No, a lot of people are like, oh, I get it. Because since Konoka and Setsuna are both girls, they just made kids.
I guess.
They cloned kids.
Interesting.
Possibly. I wouldn't be that surprised. It'd be fun for Toda to have some clone friends.
Yeah, and I think they're clone friends. That's why they're calling him that's why they called him Oni-chan.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that would make sense. I mean, okay, that's just a term of endearment, though. For,
They're brother.
Dude, that happens all the time.
But they have the same last name.
I guess. I mean, they probably are clones, but I'm saying, or emo.
Kureneko?
Not Kureneko.
No, Kureneko also does it too.
She does it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does it. Ayase does it. She calls him Onisama.
But a lot of those... But in Orima specifically, they do that out of the joke because they keep joking around that he's in love with his sister, which he actually...
Yeah, but they do that in a lot more than just that. A little girl meets an older guy character. Yeah, that helps her out. She's like, thanks, Oni-san.
I've played P3. Yeah. It
happens to everyone.
It's the little girl in the park who calls you Oni-chan, yeah.
Exactly. All sorts of characters does that. But yeah, there probably are clone friends.
But yeah,
plus we had some characters say, who was it? Somebody's like, "Oh, we really don't give a shit that you're a clone."
Yeah.
Negi wouldn't care.
Negi doesn't care.
Yeah, I mean, we knew Negi wouldn't care and doesn't care about that.
Dude.
But
the fact that he was dude, I have somebody who actually has my DNA. Fuck yeah.
He's like, ooh.
Hey, pass on shoulder. Keep the stream going.
Yeah, it's like it's
keep the. He goes, hey, is your harem strong? He's like, I don't know. He's like, your harem's strong, man.
He's like, your harem
keep
is
that
strong.
pit pan strong. Oh man, I'm just thinking of Gangsta Negi talking.
God damn it. But yeah, lots of things happening in Yuku Holder.
Yeah, lots of things happening.
Lots of things happening in everything we're reading.
Yeah, Jitsuwa, lots
Maybe
of things.
Maybe not Jitsuwa.
No, well...
Kind of.
Jitsuwa... No, she's the one deceiving him!
Oh yeah, this was... what's his face getting his... Oka... Oka? Is it Oka?
No, Oka's the other friend. The Bushido guy.
I don't remember his.
The Bancho guy. That's all.
Yeah, he's got the super adult face.
Yeah, but he's the Bancho character where he like. That's why. Yeah. Hey, we should totally all go get like reference books.
Yeah, he's like, let's get reference books. Sensei, come help us. And then
no, I love the that team up of Akane and Genjiro is the funniest combo. It's like he can resist candy.
He's like, oh god. He's just sitting there like, what's going on?
With those faces, okay. I feel like I'm not saying that it's starting to become repetitive, but that I notice is always the last page ends off on like. Just that look up into the sky character face grinning or like...
Oh yeah, it's like, don't worry, we understand. And the other character being like, no!
But I feel like even though like that always happens, like but that's the punchline. Where like the whole chapter is leading up to that one punchline at the end.
Yeah, it's like, don't worry. We understand.
And I like the like the minimalist like dot design where it's like two dots and like a line for a face. Every time like she was trying to like get him to do something.
She's like, I got this. Yeah, Jitsuwa was pretty funny.
Yeah, I mean, we really don't have to talk much about to the extent of that because it's literally like, what were the good jokes in Jitsuwa and was it solid this week? And usually
the answer is yes and yes. Yeah.
Shokugeki. I'm gonna be so mad if he loses.
Yeah. I will be too.
Because like I felt...
No, I think what's gonna happen here is the guy that just pulled out his machines is gonna be his own downfall because he can't use the machines quite right.
Yeah.
Especially since the judges who are judging it right now have tried her
cooking.
Whatever her face is cooking.
Yeah.
So they know what can be done with proper scientific tools.
Yeah, scientific cooking. Yeah.
Whatever they call it, gastronomy.
Gastronomy, yes.
Yeah, what can be done with gastronomy. So his is going to be subpar compared to hers, whereas other dude's going to whip
This is the one time I'm going to be disappointed on who wins. Like, because if Central Guy wins, then that basically he's just become a jobber. One of the top candidates from last year is like a jobber for these guys. And, like, if Souma's able to beat him, it's like, then he's better than him? Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, that shouldn't be right. That's why I'm going to be really disappointed if he loses. Because, like, he's such a... Like, if it was anybody but him. If it was, like...
Yeah.
If it was, what's it called? The meat chick. Like, if she loses, I would have been fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been fine. But the fact that if he loses...
Yeah. Basically, right now... him, the
curry guy,
and
her
Takumi.
Takumi has Takumi doesn't have a fight because
no, he doesn't have a fight. But I'm saying, if he lost, basically, those two and him.
If any of those
can't lose right now.
No, but even if they... But then the problem is if they win, then the Central guys just look like two-dimensional villains, and that's the issue.
Yeah, it's
he wrote himself in a bad corner. We're like... Last week we were really excited about it, and then we thought about the actual repercussions of it, and we were like, wait a second. If anybody actually wins this fight... It's bad.
Okay, here's the thing, though, because they're underlings.
Did we talk about last week's chapter?
I don't know if we did.
I don't know. Whatever.
But whatever. I'm pretty sure Lolly Girl, who's like holding her teddy bear, she could whip...
she could whip those guys back and forth.
Yeah, she could whip all of them.
Yeah.
So this is really a fight between people on generally the same level. So...
Yeah,
we still know Central's OP,
but
regardless.
I don't want like
we also. I feel like what confirmed that he's gonna lose is the fact that at one point he acknowledged in the chapter that he was a side character. Like they made a joke about it. They're like, "Get out of here, you side character," And he's like, I'm not a side character. It's like, no, you're a side character.
No, they're very... Oh, wait, no, I'm thinking of the wrong anime. I thought of Luck and Logic for a second. I was
That
like...
reminded me of Flashy Flash, honestly. I don't remember boasting about my speed like some side character.
No, but yeah, I'm just kind of thinking, we're like, the only issue is that either or, whoever wins, like, I would be really disappointed. Like, I don't know who's gonna win, because I'm like, this is the one point where, like, during the tournament, I knew who was gonna win almost every match, but this one, I don't know who's gonna win, and the fact that I don't know who's gonna win, but the fact is, either or who wins or loses is just like a disappointment. And the only thing that could ever make this, that could save this bad situation that he's ridden in is A, write it really well.
Yeah.
Which I highly doubt.
Yeah.
B, they tie, which is, that would be the most suitable thing from in my head. Because
we've already had a tie, though.
No, we haven't.
That's how Souma got in, wasn't it?
No, that's how he got into the tie.
Oh.
For him to tie again, that'd be, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, cancel that.
We already had a tie.
Okay, you know what? He has to write it really well. Or the most outlandish statement is that a bomb explodes and then everyone dies. Or I don't know.
I don't know. I'll be satisfied as long as what they cook is interesting.
I guess.
I mean, I know that's like all of Shokugeki, but as long as I find what they cook interesting and how they got to cooking that interesting, I'm satisfied with Shokugeki.
I don't want him to lose because I don't want him to be a jobber, but I don't want him to win because the other guy's basically built himself as this villain character, like generic villain character of, you think that you're so good, every one of us can do that.
You know what?
Thing.
He's gonna be, because they set him up as an ex-member of the gastronomy club.
Yeah.
I think what's gonna happen is, cool dude with the headband is going to win. And the other guy is going to be kicked out of Central, but because the club can stay, they're going to take him back into the club, and he's going to get a little redemption arc.
That's what I feel.
The same as Nikumi.
I don't feel. That's the thing is, like,
and
I feel like that's the most
become a character like Nikumi, except he's not a part of Souma's
That's the most typical answer, though.
It really is. So maybe that won't happen. We'll see.
I don't know.
I really don't know what's gonna happen.
This is the one point where I'm like, I know where there's 9 paths. That, like, this is the one point problem I have.
They can pull out a crazy reference and then absolutely destroy the storyline.
But the thing that I like, the one thing that like always disappointed with Shokugeki is like I always know, like there's always like 9 paths that it could take down. And, like, it's because I've, read so many of these shonen stuff before that you could kind of start guessing plot lines after a couple.
Yeah.
And, like, 9 of them are disappointing in my head. And, like, the one mysterious one, which is the wild card, is the most interesting one.
Yeah.
But I don't know what that wild card is.
Yeah. I just care about whether the cooking's interesting. And if the cooking's interesting and different from what we've seen before, I'm like, okay, this is cool. I like this, and then I'm good. Speaking of interesting things happening...
Oh, yeah, My Hero Academia.
My Hero Academia.
Which, I don't know if I should have expected that ending or not have expected that ending.
All of them coming together.
Yeah. Like, for some reason, I don't know, I felt like I should have, but then I wasn't disappointed by that decision that they made.
I was not at all.
Because that was such a cool thing where, there was 2 storylines in this.
Yeah.
The first one was dealing with...
The gas fight.
The gas fight to Takoyomi. And then they're like, who do you want to save? Do you want to save him or do you want to save Kachan over there?
Yeah.
Because me and you could sit here and fight this back.
Yeah.
But then that could mean that, like, Kachan could be captured.
Yeah.
Or you could go help him, but then I won't be able to fight him back.
Yeah.
And we could lose him. And, like... Your choice, man. He's like, I'm gonna do both, and that's the most stereotypical shonen hero.
Yeah, of course he's gonna do both.
That's the most stereotypical shonen hero to do, but just the delivery of it.
Yeah,
was what made me like.
What made it so good?
Was just like them fighting, and then suddenly Black Thing just comes out of nowhere and just
person, and he's like, what? Deku's like, what's up, guys? And Kachan's like, fuck this.
I don't need you to save me.
He's like, don't come here. Yeah, Kachan's gonna fuck it up, but
he's
work
so
out
pissed off right now. He's so
mad.
Pissed off.
I did like most of the gas storyline.
The gas storyline was really cool because that's class B.
Yeah.
That's class B that we're
Class B.
Those are two
Class B's metal dude, right?
Yeah, Class B's metal dude and class and
the big hands girl.
Yeah, big hands girl. Yeah. And I really like that cool. Like that was such a cool fight where it was like the guy was like, ha, you can't beat me, and like
He's like, look, I can read right through you, you dumbass. And then the other girl comes up, she's like, screw that, I can read right through you. And then right as that happens, he's like, wait, I can too. Fuck this. And
I just like that, just that solid. That just the impact and the punch. Oh, it was just it was so satisfying when
he's like, wait, I'm dumb, but that guy's wearing a gas mask. I'm pretty sure he needs that gas mask. That's not just for style. I'm gonna break it.
I'm gonna break that gas mask. But yeah, it's really like just that punch was such a solid punch that I really, really liked it. But I really liked how the two storylines were doing that. And it's really interesting. Like, man, are these villains just jobbers? Like, I feel like...
I don't know.
Okay, well, the gas mask guy I never had hopes for. And the other one gave, actually, Deku a run for his money. Yeah. And the only reason why he lost is because he underestimated him. Yeah. But then I'm not expecting much from S&M guy. Yeah, but I'm expecting a lot...
S&M guy?
Yeah, pretty hardcore.
And I'm expecting a lot from Pigtail, Yandere girl.
Yeah, Yandere. That's gonna be a really. They haven't shown that fight yet.
The real cat fight? You mean? Like
the real cat fight is what I'm waiting for. It's.
And I
really hope it's good.
I really like the fact that each one of these villains all kind of are under the same banner, but they all have their different morals. Yeah, they're all different moral. Like they've all have different morality of like what they believe in and stuff like that. Where like. I like that part where the reptile guy he gets taken down by one of the cat girls just because he does the moment to save Deku because he's like he's been marked. Yeah. He's worthy of taking the mantle of being a hero. Yeah, so he's like, I'm not gonna attack that guy. I'm not gonna let anyone hurt him because he's worthy of being a hero. Yeah, because that guy's following the hero killers. Yeah, hero logic. But a lot of the other other villains is the Yandere girl also following hero killer logic? Or I think she's just really into Yandere. Really Yandere over here. About him. Not him, but somebody. Was she Yandere about him? Yeah. Oh, I thought it was about Hands, dude. No, it's Hands all over. No. It's about hero killer. Oh,
I appreciate the vagueness, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I really like that moment where it was like from the previous week where it's like you can see the morality between all these different villains of like they're obviously different. Yeah, like and interesting. And they're all different and interesting and they're not just original training arc like villains where it was like oh, they're bad. They're just villains. They just want to kill kids. And then villains. But now these guys are all like no, like you could tell which ones are gonna come back later and which ones are gonna just job right now. Yeah, exactly. For example, Gas Mask guy was a total jobber. Yeah, he was not coming back. And like I really hope Yandere Girl comes back in some point in the future. Yeah, I really like Yandere Girl. I find her interesting. Did you see the fan art? Not the fan art. The art that the author did on Valentine's Day. No, he drew a picture of her for Valentine's Day and said Happy Valentine's Day. That's good. My favorite's still Frog Girl though. You know, still waiting for Frog Girl. Oh god, that fight's gonna be great. Frog Girl versus Yandere. I just can't wait for that. No, Dawson. That's the thing. He knows everyone wants to see that fight. He knows. Dude, he set it up like that on purpose, and we're all just sitting here like, when are we gonna get to see it? Like, because we're getting two fights right now, which is the Todoroki. Takoyaki, the Todoroki and Bakuga, and then the Takeyomi things, which I really like the fact that we're now like I like the incremental introduction of characters. Well, like technically we knew who Arm Guys was and what his powers were, but the fact that like actually getting more time with him. I love the little animation, the little like drawing they did of like him. Oh, it's like this is more about how his power works. Yeah, and there's like it's A-okay if he loses his arms. Yeah, it's fine. But yeah. Yep. I'm really excited to see where it's going. Yeah. Is Manette just chilling? Oh, and Manette's back at the base. Who knows what Manette's doing? I love Manette just because like so strange. He's the strangest character. He's fucking weird. He's super weird and like I love just like his powers are weird.
His powers are weird. His character his character motivations are not weird. But it's weird that they're working.
Yeah,
it's really weird that they're working.
His character motivations are weird. His character is weird. Like everything about him is weird, and that's why I just love Minette, because like every time Minette's on screen, it's like. Because he's a huge coward. He's such a huge coward, but he's the best huge coward.
He's so weird.
I love his training.
We'll get more Minette soon.
I love his training involves him just taking the balls off of his head.
He's like, oh god,
I'm bleeding, but I have to keep pushing myself to the limits. It's like Laser Guy. His was just like shooting the laser, just keep continuously shooting the laser. Yes. And Uraka's was just trying to float in her bubble.
She's like, I got this.
I could be anti-gravity myself.
Yeah. Some things are going well.
I really enjoy My Hero Academia, and eventually Connor will be on within this talk of us talking about My Hero Academia as well.
Yeah, indeed.
Maybe one day before the podcast ends.
Yeah.
Whenever that is.
That mythical date that we don't know of.
Indeed.